Welcome to Thank God It's Monday. I'm your host, Eric Twiggs. Joining me is Ted Fells, and we are the Digital Dudes. And as I think about Thank God It's Monday this week, I'm reminded of something that happened to me years ago. It was early in my career. I'm just getting started. I'm in this entry level retail position in automotive service. I'm a service advisor, and I'm frustrated. I don't feel like I'm making the money I should be making, and I'm not getting the advancement opportunities I should be getting. I'm working for, we'll call it Company A, right? That's what I was working for. And I get a phone call from Company B. Company B, this outside company, another company, they say, "Hey, Eric, we've observed you working, and we want you to come work for us. And we're going to give you more money and a better career path." I'm like, "Excellent. This is great." And we were scheduled to talk like Friday later in the week just to finalize the details. I did a series of interviews with them, and everything was checking out and all the green lights. I felt good about this, Ted. But then that Thursday, Company B reached out to me and they said, "Well, Eric, there's been a change of plans. We've had some restructuring going on in our organization, and we're not going to be able to offer you that position we were talking about."
Hope you ain't quit the other one.
I did. Luckily, I didn't, Ted. But I was really upset about that. I was really upset. I'm like, man, I just missed out on a big opportunity. But then something strange happened. Several weeks later, Company A totally surprised me. Several weeks later, and they offered me this promotion. The company I was working for offered me a promotion, and I was working. I would be working 5 minutes from where I lived. It was more money. And it ended up being a complete game changer because that promotion led to several other promotions. Where I ended up becoming a corporate trainer. It got me in the public speaking space. And here is what's interesting. I truly believe that had I gotten the position I wanted with Company B, Ted, you and I wouldn't be talking right now.
You wouldn't be my friend if you were.
I'd be talking to you probably, but we wouldn't be on a podcast because that promotion is what got me in the public speaking space.
Okay.
If I wasn't a public speaker, I wouldn't have written a book. If I didn't write a book, I probably wouldn't have a podcast.
Okay.
So here's the big takeaway. Here is what I learned from that. And this is what this has to do with Thank God It's Monday. Sometimes the rejection is for your protection.
For your protection. Okay.
Let me say that again for the people in the back. Sometimes the rejection you experience is for your protection.
Wow.
And quite often we dread Mondays because we're worried about experiencing rejection. I may not get the promotion. I may not get the contract. This conversation may not go like I thought it was going to go. I may experience rejection. But if you have the perspective that even the rejection is for your protection, it could be protecting you for a better opportunity down the road, that's one less reason to dread Mondays. And you can say, thank God it's Monday. Ted, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, again, I think it's how you look at things, right? I mean, a situation like that, you can think, that maybe it's something better for you. Maybe that wasn't going to be as great as you thought, and because it didn't work out, you can say, I feel that God has something else for me, right? So that you just don't spend a whole lot of time on that. And it's interesting. I've had situations where, there's things that I just thought were they just had to happen. Like I just had to hire this person, and that didn't work out. And then there's other situations where there were people that I just had to hire that I did hire, and it didn't work out once I hired them, right? So you don't know what's coming. It could be a contract that you didn't win, but there's been some contracts that I've won that have been very painful contracts, right? Every contract's not a good contract. Every customer is not a good customer. So you don't know, what's coming. And so you have to look at each of those situations and just say, hey, you know what? If it didn't work out, there's a reason. There's something better for me, right? There's a better employee, a better opportunity, better customer, and you have to look at it from that perspective. So yeah, I can definitely see how that rejection could be protection from something that may not be a good thing for you.
No, great points, Ted. I mean, even from the contract perspective and hiring, I've experienced that later in my career as well. But we've said it before on the 30-minute hour podcast that you just have to operate from the standpoint that everything is happening for you and
Yeah,
not just to you. And so even if everything is for you, happening for you, even the rejection is happening for you because it's protecting you for a better opportunity. Now, speaking of the 30-minute hour podcast, we're operating at a special time tonight at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Normally we're at 6. We're doing 6:30 p.m. Eastern. We've got Lindsay McPhail is going to be joining us. She's an entrepreneur based out of New York City. She's a proud member of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, and she's going to share 3 secrets to becoming a game changer.
wow,
That's right. 3 secrets to becoming a game changer. She has literally changed the game.
change the game.
Literally, when I
I
say
like
that,
I like what you're doing with that. I like what you're doing.
literally, she was an entrepreneur on one path, but then she created this innovative game, and now she's on a completely different path. So she's literally changed the game. And as an entrepreneur, you have to be able to reinvent yourself and become that game changer. So we'll talk about that tonight, this evening at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you join the Digital Dudes on the 30-minute hour podcast with Lindsay McPhail. Anything
Yeah.
else before we sign off, Ted?
No, just make this a great Monday. Make it a great week. You you got this. So whatever it is, just tackle it head on, and wishing you the best this week.
Absolutely. And remember, the rejection is for your protection. Have a great one.